So in order to make paper roses, you're going to need 4 sheets of paper and some glue, whether that's a glue stick, liquid glue, or a hot glue gun. I like using a hot glue gun. It's a little bit faster because you don't have to wait for it to dry. So the first step is folding the paper into a triangle like this. That way you can get it into an even square. And to just speed up this process, you can just fold all the pages together. Once you have all the pages folded, all you have to do is cut along that line. Once you have all your squares, you're going to start by folding it. In that initial triangle fold, you're going to fold it one more time in half, and then once more. So once it's folded, you want to cut the tip off so that there's a little hole in the middle, and this will help later once we're gluing all the petals together. That way they fit nicely. You're going to want your hole to be a little bit bigger than that, just so they all fit nicely together. Next step is drawing out a half circle or freehanding a half circle and cutting that top part of the folded paper off. Here I just made a little template very quickly. You can also just draw it, it doesn't really matter. And this will give your flowers that petal shape. So once you cut it out, it should look something like this. Once you open it up, you're going to want to cut a petal off. And you're going to continue this with all 4 other pages. Except for the second page you do, you're going to take 2 petals off. For the third page, you're going to take 3 petals off. And for the fourth page, you're going to take 4 petals off. So hopefully that wasn't confusing, but in case you needed a more visual representation. So on the first page, I cut 1 petal off. On the second page, I've removed 2 petals. On the third page, I've removed 3 petals, and on the fourth page you just cut it in half. And you're gonna want to use all of these in order to make your flower, so don't throw the little cut pieces away just yet. So in order to close them up, you're gonna want to add glue to one side of the petal at the very end, and then glue it to the petal on the other end. And you can do this by using a glue stick, hot glue gun, whatever you want. So you should end up with something like this. And you're going to continue this with all the other petals. So as you can see, you attach the very last 2 petals together. Now for the smaller ones, it's a little bit harder because you have to fold it in on itself. You can also use like a pencil or something if you're having trouble using your fingers to sort of wrap it around. So once you've done this, to actually attach it to one another, you just want to add a small dot of hot glue in the center of the flower petals, and then push the other petal on top of it. You want to just hold it for a second if you're using hot glue. If you're using some sort of liquid glue, I would recommend using a cup to sort of hold all the petals together just until it dries. So once you finish gluing, you should end up with something like this. I hope that tutorial made sense, and if you guys have any questions, please let me know and I'll do my best to answer.